Okay, so I've been spending time looking at the markets, looking at ways to get an edge of how to make money in the space right now. And I've been looking at historically how the market has evolved because the market has evolved a lot. And I want to talk about what are the stages that we've gone through. How did the different cycles look? Now, the very first one was very easy. Anyone could make money. All you had to do is buy and hodl, right? This is when Bitcoin was still the big dog. Bitcoin had significant market share. It was majority of the ecosystem was Bitcoin, and the dominance of about 70% Bitcoin dominance, right? So the main thing was store of value back then. And when that was the case, the other coins that launched were your Litecoins and coins that are similar to that, your other Bitcoin derivatives, which are very similar to Bitcoin. And at that time, Ethereum launched around that time, but people really didn't care about the functionality of Ethereum. It was mostly also used just like people did call it like this new computer, everything computer. It did have some different definitions, and but it was only the store of value aspect that mattered. And then after that, we had a DeFi run, right? But one thing that happened was that Richard Hart launched Hex during that time of store of value, right? And with a lot of things, but he launched it a little bit late, just as what I would call possibly the height of Bitcoin as a store of value. Now, that's the reason why I'm saying that, right? Then you came the DeFi mania. Now, when Hex was launched, it had some aspects of DeFi that really made it a very better than all the other stuff that was around, and it had what was the seeds of what would become DeFi, because it had the yield ability, something that had not existed in crypto before. Because crypto moved from this scarcity asset. This Bitcoin can only have 21 million. Everyone, when they were launching a token, it had to have a cap. So the store of value was still very, very powerful. Then we had the DeFi run, right? And the DeFi run as well was very easy for people to make money. All you had to do was yield farming, and all you had to do is get in on the coins early. Another thing is that if there's a good DeFi protocol on Ethereum, just buy the same protocol on another chain. Very, very easy to make money, right? And then we had NFTs. Now, on NFTs, again, as a community, we were kind of late. Now, we were late on DeFi because back then we were maxis, right? And then we had NFTs. Now, NFTs, for the most part, we did not jump on that trend. The Pulsechain community, we missed that trend, right? But then when we became to embrace it, we were late to that trend as well. And then we had meme coins. Now, meme coins had really a strong run when, and it has had runs, and then it stops, and then there's another run, and then it stops. But as a community, we've been late to a few things, and that's important because if you want to maximize the gains, you've got to be at the cutting edge of what's happening in the crypto space. You have to be. So now we have this meme coin run. Now I say this because of this, right? Most people have not made money in this run, right? No matter what someone tweets, no matter what they say, most people have not made money in this run. And if you want to talk about, if you look at the Pulsechain ecosystem, it's even worse. Now, those who have made money are up possibly a 2x. They've doubled their money, they've tripled their money. But if you look at the crypto gains, what they traditionally look like, most people have not made those gains in this ecosystem. Right, so then we're the NFTs and then the meme coins, and the NFTs we didn't really make much out of it, but we eventually embraced NFTs, but it was a little bit late, right? Because if you see that during the sacrifice phase, there was a lot of sacrifice for NFT projects, there was a lot of sacrifice for NFTs, different NFTs on Pulsechain, but we didn't really participate in the run of NFTs. Now I say this to say this, right? It's possible that we get escaped by the bull run, because now we look at the meme coin run that we've just come out of here, right? Now, it has been the best way to make money out of this rally. The best way to make money out of this rally was to be spamming as many meme coins as possible, was to be launching them hundreds, and then you get one that hits. Because if you look at the stats of so far this year, there's been over 2 million coins launched. But of all those 2 million coins, less than 1,000 were able to really significantly hold value, which is over $1 million, less than 1,000. So it's been really a difficult one. But the strategy of making money has also been really different, right? It's spamming the tokens. It's not buy and hodl anymore for that. And I say this to say this, that a lot of this stuff is pretty clear in hindsight. In hindsight, it's very, very clear. Like the last run we had launch pads. Launch pads made money. But when it was the time for launch pads, everyone kept saying altcoin season is coming, altcoin season is coming, and altcoin season never came. So that's why I'm explaining what all these trends that we've been through and some of the trends that we've been late to. This is a realization that I've made, right? That as a community, we've been late to some of these trends, but as a person myself, I don't think I'm as adventurous to that extent. Now, what do I mean by that? If you look at the trends we've had in the crypto space, there have been these most degen, dirty plays, right? I mean, if you look at Richard had famously called NFTs JPEGs with serial numbers that are worthless, right? Now, they have gotten worthless, many of them, but at some point, that was the game to make money. If you wanted to be making massive gains, you had to be in those NFTs. So realizing that look, the life cycle of these new projects has gone down, and but there's still potential to make money, and you've got to seize the moment and make money in that moment. And so you can't be religious about it. You can't be like, well, this is probably not going to last for the next 20 years, but it might last for the next 6 months, and it might go 10x, 100x in those 6 months. So that's where the opportunity is, right? So now I say this to say the market is really, really shifted a great deal, and it's not always clear what the narrative you're in right now. Because I mean, 6 months ago, it wasn't clear that the best thing to do is not buy and hodl, is to just spam as many tokens as possible. That wasn't clear. That maybe the one, if you make monkey chicken coin, if you make dog with hats, right? If you make Trump win, or you make Trump lose, or you make, it wasn't clear that spamming those tokens was the solution. But in hindsight, now that cycle has moved on. But the question is, what is the next thing that's going to happen? Because right now the market is boring, right? I mean, let's be straight. The market is boring right now. But there's something that's kind of under the shadows, but that where there's a big opportunity that we might not see. And we don't want to be late to it the way we've been late to other cycles. And I say we've been late because obviously majority Pulsechain community, we have been late in many of those cycles. I mean, at first we all wanted to be maxis, and then we realized that okay, maybe the maxi play does not work when you're shilling a layer one blockchain, right? So now we want to embrace everything, but we're embracing when we've lost the timing. We've lost the timing, and I want to say this, emphasize this: timing is very, very important, right? Now, yeah, Crypto 7 is launching a project and is having a sacrifice phase for his project. And the basis of the project is to bring adoption. I want to say this, right? Again, about the timing, I don't think now is the right time to be launching a token, and I don't think right now is the right time to be doing a sacrifice, because the market does not have an appetite for it. I mean, people in the Pulsechain community have been wrecked incredibly. They've been wrecked a lot. So, I mean, if people who are underwater, like even those who are the most bullish with words on Twitter, for the most part, they should be underwater at this point. I mean, it is what it is. And they're not in the best position to be investing in new projects. But again, that's where the opportunities are, right? Because obviously everything seems quiet. If someone can figure out how to get something that can break through the noise and become the thing that gets everyone excited, that would be great. But right now, I don't know if launching a token is the best thing to do right now. I mean, just like we had an NFT run. If the biggest NFTs was the Bored Ape Ape Clubs and the Crypto Punks. Now, if the Crypto Punks were launching today, they probably would not be as big as they are right now. They would obviously not have done what they did before. So timing is very important. I don't think now is the right time to be launching tokens. But look, obviously speaking from with my analysis of what I've seen historically, now I hope the project works. I hope it does what it's supposed to, which is bring more adoption to Pulsechain, which is bring more whales onto the ecosystem. But despite what people tweet, I think that we will. Time will tell. Time will tell. We'll see how excited people are. But I think that the one thing that people who are underwater, I don't see them getting excited and sacrificing and investing more into new stuff. The projects that's gonna the one thing that's gonna be big is obviously something that has to be degen, right? Because we love degen stuff. Something that's easily accessible, but it can't be too easily accessible. It's got to be easy to access and also scarce, right? That way there's value. Because obviously if you just give people free coins, that doesn't work either. It's a big problem to solve. Anyway, those are my thoughts. Anyway, those are my thoughts in the market, and that's what I'm doing right now. I'm hunting for what's the next alpha. I think that, and I don't want to miss this one, because I do think that we did miss the crazy meme mania on Solana. We missed it. Yeah, I think for the most part we missed it. If you made money from it, let me know in the comments below. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and yeah, let me know what you think about all of this that I'm saying, and I will see you again next time.